This is another episode of Live from Ox City. Drew, I'm sending you the alley oop for the intro.
Nah, you already said it. It's me, you, and we're kicking it with Corey.
That's right.
Yeah, Corey the homie. So it's like we're not doing no drum.
I know I wanted to say my name.
Okay.
I got my own drum roll.
I think you're gonna deny people the drum roll.
Pat my own back, you know. I got.
All right. Well. So,
are you tripping? You need like the red carpet rolled out. I got you. If you want to hold like.
Why are you gonna encourage people to come on the show?
Yeah.
You don't even get a special treatment. Like, damn.
Yeah, like you just gonna.
Like you don't want to qualify me.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. We got a special. We got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Oh man, that was
don't do that.
That was cute.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a lifelong friend of this knucklehead over here. I'm the director of distribution for an edible company, extract company named Punch Edibles and Extracts. From Oxnard, just moved back to Oxnard after about 6 years of West Hollywood.
Moved back,
bought a home because everything. Bought a home because everything in LA is $1.3 million for like a 2-bedroom with no sunlight.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I mean,
so
Oxnard is a little bit better, right? But
it's definitely a little better, but like it's actually pretty crazy here too. You had to overbid for everything. Everything that we were going to put a bid on, we kind of inquired about it, and it was going to be just above our budget with what everybody else was outbidding. I'm like, why put myself in a hole for all this time? Just be patient. The right situation worked out, you know. So hey,
cool.
I'm back.
I'm back.
It's a change of pace, bro. It's a change of pace, bro.
Yeah.
In West Hollywood, I had everything on my fingertips.
So,
I had Laugh Factory, clubs, restaurants, banks.
Hey, but you got Ventura Comedy
Clippers,
Club here, right?
So hold on, I got a question. What was like the biggest? Like you just moved back. What was the biggest adjustment that you had to like get used to again, or you forgot, or?
Well, immediately, I mean, I'm only been back for 2 months, but immediately the food options have decreased greatly. I mean, if I want Mexican food, I have every option in the world. But, you get corporate spots out here. You have more like a little hole in the wall or one-off restaurants and stuff out there. So the food was the thing I'm missing those. And walking.
You used to like the big time sushi spots, or like the premier LA restaurants. Were you into going all that stuff?
I think so, maybe. No, for me, we didn't actually. We had our favorites, right? We had like this bomb ass Italian spot called Spartina. We just walked to. We kept it local.
Shout out Spartina.
I didn't go.
I know her.
Spartina, just name dropping. You should know her. Great. Best pasta, dog. The best pasta. No, but I stayed away from like the Gracias Madres. I never went to Tao or anything like that. So I went to just like the little more homey mom and pop spots around the area. It was like a very local. West Hollywood was a very small city.
Yeah.
So you kind of had a neighborhood vibe, even more so than Oxnard in a weird way.
So do you say WeHo?
Have you considered
WeHo? WeHo's a trip.
Corey, have you considered getting a membership to the Tower Club since you're back?
No, actually, I don't really know much about the Tower Club other than No, actually,
we don't either.
I've been somebody working there back there.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
It's a recurring theme on our show.
Someone's actually gonna get I think it's like really bougie. I knew this guy that worked there. Some bougie shit.
You actually knew somebody who
really
worked there.
Want to make some money? Yeah. He used to catering type events and stuff up there. So
Yeah.
And he didn't even want to recommend me when I was younger. I was like, bro, I kill it in this serving game. People love me. Rich white people love me. Stop. So I was like, all right, whatever, Nuri. Another name drop. He'll never see
shout
this.
Out to Nuri.
Were you not up to par for the Tower Club?
No, I was just younger. So,
Okay.
I'd stay out all night. like doing stuff.
Trap all day.
Be at work. But like once my manager told me, he's like, no matter how hard you party, you've never called in on a Sunday. That's right.
It's dedication.
They're reliable and they love me.
You come in bloodshot eyes and drooling, throw up on you and shit. But
fresh off a hangover bowl or 5 just to make it. Yeah, you made it.
All right.
Yeah. Yo, I got another Oxnard thing. This is for both of you guys. You seen the Well, this is kind of just like more so like a statement. Like what? There's a lot of no disrespect.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
There's a lot of females selling this. Okay, let me rephrase it. Shout out to like
you better tread.
Shout out to
lightly
all 200 of you females that have chocolate covered strawberries for sale on Instagram.
Oh, that's
because God damn. Why is there
that's what's going on?
You see,
bro. I don't scan through Instagram like
that. It's not even on Instagram. It's like, listen to this person or my cousin's selling my this. They're all like, this is.
Is it just the strawberries or like other desserts?
Yeah, like the little.
Is it like those? Is it like tahini worms?
I don't even know what that is.
Tahini gummy worms. You ain't seen those? They're like everybody's making like selling the gummy worms and like the gummy bears, and they're all spicy and shit.
No,
you see people selling
it's
those?
Like the little, and then I don't know if you see like the I'm gonna make like a little tray or like a gift basket and sell it. You ain't seen none.
Yeah, I've seen it. Or the
it's like 300 of these females doing this in the city right now.
Maybe it's a pyramid scheme.
I got a cousin in Memphis who makes them. She makes them with expensive shit, and she themes them all out. Like I saw her make a Pittsburgh Steelers one, and it was flame, had all kinds of shit in it. But she sells that for like $300-$400. So she was making money coming up, and she been getting good products. I mean, I don't know how she was getting $300-$400, but probably buying.
What do they got? A bottle of Cristal in there?
Yeah,
bro. When I visited, she had like at least 10 people come through in like a day, and I was like, damn. And she just spit their maiden bags all day, all themed out too, specifically.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to one of those parties.
Hustling. She wasn't even a party. They were just walking in and out once in a while.
Like, yeah, but I've never been to any kind of function where there's like a Pittsburgh Steelers wrapped strawberry that costs $400.
Hey man, they got the golden ticket in there.
I must say they had golden plates.
Yeah. So all right. So Corey, you're basically for the longest time, like I've been a lifelong Raiders fan. You've been like, and rest in peace, lifelong. Your pops, because he was the first old head that I ever talked to that liked the Raiders, like the first person. And like he was like schooling me on people. I'm like, whoa, like 6th grade or whatever. But and it's full circle.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was born and raised to be a Raider fan, bro. And then it was great. I think in like the 80s, I think they used to have a training camp in Oxnard where Dallas has their camp now. So I think that was also an additional thing for him at that time when he moved.
And I think in Thousand Oaks as well. They came to Thousand Oaks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Jerry Jones and Al Davis were all homies and stuff, so they took tips from each other. So right. I ended up out here.
Yeah.
Man, I saw Derek Carr there for training camp when they came out against Dallas, like his rookie year when he beat out Matt Schaub. Yeah. Yeah. So I remember seeing him at training camp. So man, I love the Raiders.
Yeah. No, I know that, and so I was gonna say. I mean, what's your okay, all right. On the podcast,
so all of a sudden you're okay with talking about it.
No. I was about to say
he wasn't okay with it hurt
before I started talking about it.
Right. So what I told maybe 3 weeks ago, it's been a blur.
It was the week before everything.
So we were 3-0, right? Right? 3-0, 4-0, 3-0. 3-0. Greg decided he wanted to get on the podcast and say, we're 3-0.
Didn't say that.
He said, "We're killing it."
Didn't
What'd
say
you
that.
say? You said something like that.
You can't jinx the Raiders, bro.
I said the Raiders, and then you said nope.
Yeah, basically. Because I knew where you were gonna go.
And just didn't engage with me.
I said
and I was like, oh, okay, they're doing good. All right, that's it.
I said absolutely not.
And then John Gruden got fired the next week.
Someone hit me up on Instagram like, hey, bro, I know you're a fan, but you've never talked about the Raiders this much before. I was like, hey, this year's different.
Wait,
well, you went to a couple games. I saw.
I was like, this year's going to be different. We got a defense. And la, la, la. And then all of a sudden, we tanked. And then
I mean, it's a little different in a different way, but
now we got different problems this year.
But I was spying on your Instagram, Corey. You went to games, right?
Yeah, so I went to the opening game, but against Baltimore.
Okay,
great
crazy game. If you watched it, yeah. It was amazing to be there. You had Ice Cube and Too Short perform at halftime. It was like a whole star-studded event. It was dope. And then the game itself, I've never been to a crazier game. And I even went to the Cowboy Raider game when they brought out the index card to measure a first down.
Yeah.
Derek Carr fumbled through the end zone. Shit.
Hey, speaking...
That was like a couple weeks after my dad passed away, too. I was so
that's
miserable.
crazy. He's like...
I know, it was so miserable. I was like, ooh, I know he's pissed, too. But this game surpassed that, like, hands down. Like, so many people left after Justin Tucker kicked his field goal. I was like, where y'all going? 50 seconds left. I was like, they missed like another hour
at least. It seemed like maybe closer to 2 hours.
It was crazy. I was like on the ground.
Hey, so you said Too Short and Ice Cube were there?
And Cube.
Who's the most famous Raiders fan? Is it Cube?
It has to be Cube, right? Or current? Yeah, actually, it has to be Cube. Unless you want to go with one of the
Tom Hanks or something.
The people. Nah, I'm gonna say one of the people that's in the end zones ever known.
It's random, huh? You know, Dame Dash is a Raiders fan too.
Damian
Lillard is.
Yeah, he's pretty popular Raiders fan.
But for sure, Cube.
But I still think Ice Cube's their biggest fan. That's why he performed.
Right.
Know?
I only asked that because I saw I think it was the Raiders who like posted that the president of the Raider Nation or something like that. One of those like unofficial title.
Oh, he passed away?
No. They gave him like an unofficial title or whatever.
Yeah.
I think he started the fan club and the whole end zone thing.
Oh, really?
Like the whole...
at the stadium?
Yeah, what is it called? I'm blanking out.
Black Hole?
I don't know.
Black Hole. I think he helped start the Black Hole or something like that.
The new, or whatever the new one is at the new stadium.
Okay. So,
what'd you think of that stadium?
Bro, so I got to go to both stadiums. I actually went to the Raider Charger game as well for the Monday Night Football.
I went to that game too.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I love the stadium. Like that scoreboard or whatever you call that thing is freaking amazing.
Infinity screen, they call it.
Infinity screen, like it's amazing. The whole architecture of the building, what it looks like is this little
except for the weather
canopy.
Weatherproofing or whatever fuck it was.
Yeah.
I
heard Steve Young say like lightning doesn't strike sideways. I'm like, well, yeah, the fuck it does. But I was like, yeah. But no, man. Comparing the two stadiums now, obviously I'm a little biased, but the Raider Stadium is just like crazy. One of the things that kind of bugs me about the LA Stadium is that you can't walk around a whole level. Like it's blocked off. You know, so you gotta like if you want to go to a certain way or you gotta go up an elevator or some stairs.
If you don't have one of the more expensive tickets, then you can't. If you have a more expensive ticket, then you can.
Yeah. My cousin had tickets right behind the end zone. Pretty dope, but yeah, that's the one knock on it.
So so fuck all that. What's up with John Gruden, man?
Hey, well, he got caught. He said he says something that with someone with a white dad. He says something that most old white men say in private or to themselves or amongst their friends, and he just got caught saying it. Some people have it actually in their heart. Some people just say it in their conversations. Do I think he's racist? Nah, I picture him kissing black babies. You know what I mean? But
well,
I'm just saying.
Wait, you said you have a picture of him kissing black babies?
No. I don't want that. No, I'm saying I imagine that's what he does, and he kisses.
Okay.
A player has a newborn. He's probably kissing a baby. and stuff.
Facts.
Real racist person couldn't do that.
Fact.
I just think he says some shit to his homie at that. Bruce Allen was with him back when they were with the Raiders the first time.
Yeah, he went at everyone.
He definitely went at everyone.
I was like, damn, you went at
Roger
women,
Goodell got
you
it.
went at
Yeah.
homosexuals,
Women got
you went at black people. I was like, you hit every mark that we expect you to say.
That's why when the first one came out, when the first part came out, and it was about.
Did you trip?
I didn't.
Did you trip off just the first one blown by itself when it was just on?
Just the first one.
I think a lot of people did.
Just the first one was
because he still had a job.
No.
For one, I've been called,
all kinds of shit
and shit like that, But like, no one's ever called me told me my lips were big as Michelin tires, like as it did.
Right.
But
it was super unique.
Shit.
Did you
I didn't take it that offensively. It felt like really like poignant, like at one person, and like obviously it was off.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was like, all right, that's one email 10, 11 years ago. His character kind of makes up for it, right? Because we've seen him for all this time. And I'm a Raider fan, so I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and keep our run going.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
But don't you think that he
biased.
says
It wasn't that crazy.
No, I'm saying that was
if
very
he would have just dropped the word. Yeah. If he would have actually said something crazier, though, than what he said, like, because he also threw stuff at Goodell and stuff like that. If he would have said something crazier, a little more, it felt like it was like, I don't know. If he would have said something even crazier, like just drop the N-word or something like that, it would have been done. But then the next day when that second email came out, I was like, nah, that is a pattern at this point. So you did probably say some other shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At that point, I was like, nah, he got to go.
Facts.
And that's not what the Raiders stand for.
Nah.
First black head coach, first Mexican head coach, first woman executive. Right. You know what I mean? Now with Carl Knapp's the first openly gay active player. That's dope. Right. And like you can't have that. So you got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Derek Carr made a good point in saying that, on the other side of it, it would be interesting, or paraphrasing, but it would be interesting to see what all the other coaches' emails look like.
Facts. I mean, what is it? 650,000 emails, something like that. Something along those lines. And these are the only ones that say reckless shit.
Right.
Like, let's be real.
There's no way,
No.
So, I mean, it's like, how far into that can of worms are you going to go diving then?
I feel like there's still journalists from the two, like, Times or Post, whoever dropped that or Washington, was it? Wall Street Journal did. And New York Times.
I think New York Times,
I feel like they're probably still looking into it a little deeper. I mean, it's going to be a juicy story if you find something else. You can't let that go. Then you have the NFL / Snyder, who would be the one covering it up. At that point, if they do find
what's
more.
His name?
That's too juicy. They're going to keep going.
What's his name? Adam Schefter caught a body in that. He caught a stray bullet. You saw that?
I know. You can't call your source Mr. Editor or not even your source, the person you're reporting.
So basically, he caught a little stray bullet where it was like an email that he sent to, who was it? Bruce Allen saying, is this okay that I write this article? Like, is there anything you need me to edit in here, Mr. Editor? Like, in quotation marks, like basically
called him Mr. Editor.
Basically saying like, if you're good with this,
make this peachy and nice.
Yeah. And so it was obviously it wasn't John Gruden, but it showed like if he's doing this in one, like where's that?
Yeah.
So
he was obviously younger. That was also old, but. It makes you curious, especially with the media, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so,
but he got it. But think about it: to get the sources he gets, he has to.
100%.
Do a little bit of that. That's how he gets that. He gotta kiss a little booty.
He has some crazy skeleton.
You're stupid.
Just think about it. Ain't nobody else dropping the news on a trade or anything.
Yeah, you have to be the one guy who's the source.
Too, so you never know.
To be one of the one or two people who's the actual source, you got to be doing something.
Hanging out with the Squid Game actual watchers, the ones that been on it, with the mask.
So what do you think about Bisaccia and going forward? Like,
they won.
What was that?
Yeah, I mean they won, but as far as whether he would be a candidate to coach next season or if it's just like a Band-Aid right now.
I feel like they're already trying to move forward, like for next season.
Yeah.
They don't want to use him long term, and I feel like it's kind of messed up. Obviously, you should look at all your options, but he should be an option. Like, what happens if they rally behind this?
Right.
And they go off this year and win a playoff game finally, at least win one game.
Right.
You're going to get rid of him and ruin his flow and then get rid of all the coaches,
Yeah. And all the players seem to like him and they want to play for him.
So, just sign him to a 1-2 year contract just to see if it's a fluke. then give him the big money, or a 1-2-year option out.
Right.
So is Gruden done then?
Oh,
Gruden's
done.
totally done.
He's
forever.
not going back.
Oh, right? He's done.
He might coach like a high school team.
He might have to.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Like in the South or something.
I guess him and Derek Carr are neighbors.
Yeah.
Like Derek Carr was like driving to he was like driving to the field and saw Gruden going for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Gruden's just got to live. He's just walking around the neighborhood.
I heard that story.
Yeah, yes.
He's got his Raiders hoodie on.
It's sad for everybody. Yeah, but God.
Yeah, man. Our Gruden, honestly, John Gruden's been with the Raiders since we were like 8, 9 years old. So when
been a big part of the Raiders
now. So it sucks, and I think that's why you could slightly overlook that first email as a lone thing without the whole pattern. When you see the pattern, obviously you just let it go.
But the first email when I first heard it, I thought about how Gruden speaks and how he is just weird and he says weird shit. And so like
rubber lips.
It wasn't that. I mean, I don't know. I was
you
weird.
Gave him the benefit of the doubt.
I just felt like there's so many more people. I didn't feel like there's so many more people that say way more blatant shit than that one thing, and they're all getting away with it. I thought like from that alone, I was like, oh well, fine him, maybe suspend him for a couple games.
Well, then the rest,
that's what I thought would happen from the one email. Like, oh, he'll probably get suspended a couple games and fined like $1 million.
It boils down.
That's how NFL
it boils down to like we gave him the benefit of the doubt on that, and then the next obviously things that came out. Cancel culture.
Well, they had
that gumbo in there.
They had all that already. They had all that information
but
already.
It came out
after
So you throw that into the little gumbo, stir that up, and it was 100% they had to do it. Yeah. Do you think they called for him to be fired,
or he left?
Do you think that they?
I think the NFL did. I don't think Mark.
I don't even think it got to that point. I mean, I don't think Mark Davis let it get to that point.
No, I think he had to. I think they talked with their lawyers and said they will work something out, but you have to go. So I'd rather you just resign. I'm sure that's been along those lines.
Yeah,
I mean, because he didn't want to do anything. That's why he also coached that game against Chicago. To be honest, like he shouldn't have coached that game.
Yeah,
he should have held him out immediately.
Right.
Yeah. Right. He should have been out immediately. Even off the first email, they should have held him out immediately. Just been proactive.
It was what? It was like a day or two before the game.
Yeah, something like that.
Right? It was something like that.
Yeah. You knew it was all bad on Sunday morning though when you saw Randy Moss crying. I was like, oh shit.
He was crying.
Yeah.
I saw he said something. I didn't know that he cried.
Oh, he cried.
He like shed a thug tear, or was he like? Shakur Stevens
talking about how much he loves the game and how he hates ever moving backwards and not forward. And like, I mean, I get all that. I get all that, but I don't love football like he loves football. So I guess that's why he's so impassioned.
Yeah,
I love football, but not like that. Obviously.
Right. So
he didn't play for Gruden, did he?
Yeah. No. He didn't. He was on the Raiders, but
he had like Callahan or whoever their crappy coach was.
Maybe Tom Cable. No.
I'm gonna say maybe Cable.
It might have been Callahan.
I think it was Callahan or something. He was sorry. Yeah. He only made it off of Gruden's work.
Yeah. So
for the non-Raider fans,
those don't exist, bro.
I don't even know what that is.
They don't live in this chat.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard when it's like you've like you said, you've been a Raider fan since you were a kid. I'm new to it. I'm newer than both you guys are. Like I didn't.
Where were you before?
When we didn't have a team in LA, so I just didn't really have a team. Like I wasn't really paying attention to football.
Yeah.
And then as I was getting more into football, I was kind of like, okay, well, I need to get a team now. And then for me, it was either Rams or Raiders, like whoever the LA teams were. And then when I, got it down to just those two, it was a simple decision. Like just the vibe of the Raiders. Yeah. So it's hard for me to even like to think otherwise, I guess. Just because, and now with the new stadium, the Death Star, and the black hole and all
screen that they added to it.
Oh, I didn't even know that. They have an outside screen on the outside of the stadium?
So you can see it from the freeway now. I'm like, that couldn't cause an accident.
God damn.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So this is the best time of the year because it's NFL and then it's NBA. Like,
and then you got baseball playoffs.
Yeah, I don't even watch
and you
baseball.
got hockey that just
See,
started.
I don't watch hockey. I don't watch.
Yeah, but if you're a sports fan,
But
like
if
all
you're
around, this
if
is
you're
Hey,
a
the
me,
WNBA championship.
I can't. Oh, he said the WNBA gem. Nah, but
You think that's funny? That's funny to you?
well, I mean,
did you watch?
I didn't watch it.
Cannon Parker.
No, I didn't.
Back
I didn't know it was the finals. But they, I just saw that they got like a parade after the
Chicago.
I heard that they took that Diana Taurasi broke a door after the loss, and so they took the door on the parade.
What'd she do? Would she punch the door or she slammed it?
I think she broke it. I don't know.
She
slammed
kick it.
I don't know.
Jump through, run through.
Damn.
You know what I mean? She probably bodied it with her shoulder.
That's what I'm saying.
The parade.
I want to see that door.
Parade was not. The parade did not look like you would imagine a parade looking. I don't know if you guys saw those videos.
No, I don't want to see it.
Wait, who won?
I don't want to see it.
Oh boy,
I don't want to see.
Who won?
Chicago, because that's where what's her name's from, Candace Parker.
Man, I don't know if the weather was. I mean, I'm hoping it was like freezing cold or something, but man, it was not busy outside. Yeah, it was. Man, it looked like 28
They're probably
days later.
drunk. They probably didn't care.
Yeah.
They're probably drunk as hell.
Yeah. So speak.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm saying the NBA. Obviously, like that's what we usually watch. I mean, I don't really catch myself watching WNBA often, but I mean, it's still basketball, so it's cool. But yeah, the NBA. The Lakers look pretty good. Like at certain points, I feel like people jump off the bridge, like after one game.
I wish I had my sound effect. I don't have my board right now for my Russell Westbrook sound effect.
I haven't really watched any preseason, and I didn't watch the first game. But it sounds like he's been trashed so far. You're probably just having a time fitting in. Like, what's good?
I mean, we're talking about Russell Westbrook, I guess.
Yeah, we're talking about Russell.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't fit yet. Like, it's just, like they haven't gelled yet. Is what I boil it down to.
That's what LeBron said.
Yeah, too. I mean, I'm not gonna jump off the.
I figured it'd take some time.
Yeah. I think he had 7 points. Did you see the game, Greg? The first game?
No, not the whole thing. But yeah, he didn't have very many points. He didn't do his usual Westbrook.
How many turnovers does he have?
Yeah, that I don't know.
I don't think it was a ton though. I don't think it was because it would have got blown up as like.
Yeah, they would.
Who do you got winning the championship?
Yeah, would have.
Who do you guys have winning the championship? The Lakers, Nets.
I would really love to say the Lakers, but man, at the end of the season, it's a long season.
I know.
Your Lakers have 350 years combined.
Well, that's every team. That's the thing. It's every single team. We're in that.
Yeah, but not every single team has the average age of like 35.
True. But I'm saying like every team is one injury, like one starter injury away from like not being in the playoffs or not making it to the Western Conference Finals.
One unvaccinated player.
So it's like continuation of last year, kind of, in my opinion, because we got all these variables. You got the whole Ben Simmons thing. You got the Kyrie thing. You got the Lakers being old. You got Kawhi injured. You got like a bunch of stuff.
You got Milwaukee looking steady.
Milwaukee doesn't have any of that shit.
And how's Giannis's shot? It looked like he worked on it a little bit.
It definitely.
Really?
Like
you see that little side by side with him and Chris Middleton?
No, I didn't see it.
Shooting their shots.
Really?
It looked just like Chris Middleton's shot.
Scary thought.
It's like they worked together, and
he shot like a dribble up, like pull up three.
Mm-hmm. That was actually the clip that they showed, and looked just like
Chris
Middleton.
Scary thought right there.
It's very
yeah.
But the Suns are also like they wouldn't sign Ayton, or they're not signing him yet. So that's going to be a problem. Which I have why would you not do that? If you have the money, you gave all that money to Chris Paul, and then now you don't have enough money for Ayton?
Come
on.
Yeah, I don't know. That was, I found that very weird. It seemed to not be a big deal though. Like it wasn't like a thing where
I'm sure it is to him.
I'm sure it is, but it didn't seem, because I mean the next day he hit a 3 at the top of the key. Like he's playing, like, you know, like
it's just crazy to me. Like if anybody watched the finals last year, how could you look? I mean, I feel like the way he played in the finals shows like, all right, cool, you're number 1 pick or whatever he was.
Yeah.
He is a max guy, you know, and then they're not going to give it to him.
He balled. He actually surprised me a lot with his growth last year. It was crazy.
Yeah, pause for sure.
Like, that's what.
My bad.
Come on, man. Man, this stream cheese already hitting. You gonna say something crazy like that?
So look, so you're right. He definitely improved a lot. I think they kind of wanted to keep put though, because they still got him. I don't know where Chris Paul like what is he gonna decline? You know what I mean? Like it may be, I don't know. It may be a
what, Chris Paul?
Yeah,
I mean, he had one of his best years last year.
He did.
Didn't Chris Paul just sign though? He just signed like
but so, I'm saying you get 2 guys under a contract like that, and Chris Paul is kind of like not. I don't know.
I felt like they should have let him walk.
Really?
To be honest, but
nah,
Chris Paul?
Can't. You can't let that be. The only reason you can't do that is because of the other future players that could come. You want free
because of him
by keeping him, paying him. Right. You're showing that okay with Devin Booker and DeAndre moving forward, and Bridges moving forward. Like we're paying people or whatever. Like if you play at an MVP level or whatever, you play at an All-Star level, then we'll pay you. So like, I mean, it may be hypocritical with Ayton, but you definitely. I mean.
Like that would be a type of guy that you're trying to get in. Like that you're trying to get.
Maybe it's.
It's like letting somebody go that you already have, like Khalil Mack.
He bring it back to that. That Gruden. Yeah, I definitely thought about that. Did you think about that, Corey?
Gruden shit.
Yeah, that Cooper left,
and Mack
left.
Yeah, I thought about that for sure.
And then he took our players away.
Yeah, I definitely think about that.
Yeah, I did think about it. I definitely thought about
it.
But the day, and then they played Khalil Mack that last game, his last game.
Yeah, Khalil Mack's the one who took him out of the NFL.
I didn't even think.
Yeah.
Sorry to switch it from Ayton.
No.
Yeah. Escorted Gruden out of the NFL.
To think. That's true.
That he tried to trade back for it again this last offseason.
Yeah, kick the tires on it, as they say. You know, like, hey, you guys still want him?
So, I know, right? So, all right, we talking about like that kind of. What do you think about the Ben Simmons thing?
Oh my God!
So
what a nightmare.
He's like,
right. I'm just setting up. Like as of now, we release the podcast tomorrow. Right now, Thursday night, he showed up to practice. Well, he held out. Okay, so he missed free throws.
Stayed away from the team all the time.
Away from the team.
And Doc Rivers kicked him out of practice because he didn't want to join a drill.
Start it with last year, and that in the playoffs last year, he played poorly, and not only did he play poorly, he was afraid to shoot the ball. He was like afraid to make plays.
Confidence was shot.
Yeah, confidence was shot. The team camaraderie was shot. Like he, instead of helping them get to where they need to go, he brought them down.
Yeah, but then on top of that, he didn't go in the gym to get better, right? He didn't go back and with the teammates say, "I'm sorry, let's get this. Like, let me improve. Which is all they were off season." Really. He stayed away from the team like a punk
because.
Just own it.
And because of Doc being hard on him, saying like, I don't know, like, what can you do when like someone can't shoot the ball or whatever he said. And then so he goes, that into what you said, Corey, then his whole offseason happens. They're trying to get rid of him, whatever, behind the scenes. I didn't know this until yesterday that Embiid and homeboy, what's his name? Tobias.
Tobias Harris.
They tried to fly out to LA or Cali or wherever he's staying to meet with them. Like, hey, let's talk this out type. And he like refused.
God.
Yeah. And then so there's that.
He's like, you need to trade me. Like, I'm not even gonna.
That's his stance.
How old is he again?
He's got to be like 25.
He's probably less than that.
Like 20.
Yeah, he's around 23. Yeah. He's super young.
So he's like just setting like a bad look for that generation.
Oh.
He's like fitting all the stereotypes of that generation. He's fitting them. He's soft.
Yeah.
Did he cry when he got drafted?
I don't know.
I brought that up a while back during, what was it, the NFL draft?
Yeah, I think so.
Or I can't remember which draft it was, but I thought that I was seeing more crying than I did in previous years. And I was wondering if it was a reflection of the generation.
And he was taking a selfie while doing it?
Interesting. I was like, the first player I remember crying was Vernon Davis. And then they were praising him for crying because it meant a lot to him. Yeah. And it was like, oh, you should cry. But now everybody cries.
No, hey, chill out.
You know what? But this generation below us is the first generation to say that one of their best friends is their parent. Our generation, millennials, we didn't say that. The generation below us actually says that.
That's a true fact.
Someone below us?
Gen Z. Millennials,
okay, so
Gen Z.
So it's millennial. And
what's after Z though?
Mm-hmm. Gen Zs are.
It starts back at A.
You're stupid.
It's gonna be Z. So Ben Simmons didn't show up. No, he showed up, but he said his back hurts. I'm like, yo, come on. Ezel.
And then Doc just kicked him out.
Well, no, he refused to do a couple of drills. And so
I wonder why. I wonder how.
So he said, Doc said, I think you should go home. And then he didn't say anything to drop the ball and walked out.
But then today, he showed up and said, my back hurts.
Do you think it was like he's like, hey, can you do this shooting drill? And he's like, no. And you think it's like that?
No, he sat down in the center.
I think he probably kept shooting or doing what he was doing and tried to be a little passive aggressive about it.
Oh yeah,
man. No, I won't do that right now.
And now the players, all the other players are
probably
like
bricking.
All the players are just like, fuck him. Yeah. Players are over him.
Yeah. Did you see what Joel Embiid said? He's like, I don't care anything about that man anymore. I want anything to do with that man. He does whatever he wants to do.
Did you see what Jason Kelsey said?
Oh yeah,
Jason Kelsey. He was like,
it's true.
Just play better and they'll love
Facts.
you.
Yeah. Work at it. Like, get improved. Like, show you care. Yeah. Work at your craft. That's what's crazy.
Hey,
Lonzo got a shot.
Hey,
or Lonzo shot improving.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, we putting him in? Yeah, nah, but
his shots
you played at Oxnard High. You ever have a teammate like that? Call names right now.
Whoa.
What? Yeah, you can't stop now.
No, that would like. Who are you thinking?
I know. I'm asking. I'm not thinking. I'm asking.
Nah.
Yeah, Drew didn't play.
I didn't play with you.
That's right.
So he can't.
That's right.
He played against you.
That's right. We beat you guys, right?
I mean, I'm sure one of the years. Yeah.
Or 1-1. They were 1-1.
But let's not even talk about that because that's not important.
Yeah.
Monta Vista Fremont game. That's the most important.
When you're trying to bust people's asses at Fremont.
We brought that up like episodes back. You know, we've been doing this podcast for a year, right? So
yeah.
No, congrats. Oh, okay. So we
not for the intro. So, congratulations, y'all! A year. I heard the first year is the hardest part.
Hey, I hit you with this. He's a special person. Introduce yourself. So.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nah, but we brought that up where we pulled up. It's us. It's me, Corey, and like a bunch of Oxnard dudes. Obviously, we're going to Camarillo, and we don't know what to expect. We're playing a team, right? Oh, they got their own gym. Okay, cool. So we show up, and it's like half their school is in attendance. And we're like, oh.
First game in the new stadium, dude.
You're like, wow. That's your first experience of playing in front of people. Like, not just your parents.
Yeah.
Yo.
People are hyped.
That was unbelievable. But
That gym was being built. We were like waiting for it to be finished building and get in there, and finally it was open. So
it seemed like it was the first game in years.
We're playing Fremont.
It was the first game in school history ever.
It seemed like it.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that's historical,
super
bro.
Historical.
Yeah,
who won?
You don't. Okay,
did we win?
We did fair and square.
You don't remember?
Fair and square.
Yo, it turned out to. Yo, we were balling. You know that Dave Chappelle skit about Kobe, "Play for your freedom." We were going super hard. We were balling. I remember I was like dishing to you. You were killing. You probably had like 20. We had
because Corey found our weakness and he exploited it every freaking time.
I definitely remember passing to Corey and him scoring like 90% of the time.
Games back then were wild. I remember one losing 40-38, and I had 19. I have half our points.
Yeah, you were dominating.
So we're balling.
I had a big old butt. I was fat.
We're balling, right? And I just remember one time taking it to the rack, getting fouled, like, and getting pushed to the floor, and the ref said, he told me this. I swear to God, he said, "Get up." It was that moment.
I feel like I remember.
It was that moment that I realized this is not a fair fight.
We ain't winning.
No, it was not.
He looked like him. He looked like him, but a couple years older. That ref was someone's brother or whatever, cousin, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was one of the guys on the team. His high school older brother.
That shit was...
He said, "Get up." You're gonna tell a 7th grader,
Dog,
get up.
He told me get up. I said, damn.
You gonna take these beatings.
Yo, it low key was.
And then we won the game, fair and square.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How many points you scored, Greg?
I did score a lot. He was the only one who had been used to basketball.
I think I was the only one who was scoring.
The only one with color on the team.
I definitely was, yeah.
I know. Like, we were walking in, and I didn't...
But they were always taller.
We were walking in, and I'm, like, squinting, like, white guy, black guy. Oh, I know that black guy.
Like, I could just imagine going into this environment, like, totally, never been in there before, and then it's just packed with people. I was like, and then you see me across the gym.
Yeah, Greg comes up to me when we're like, someone's shooting a free throw. He's like, "Hi." I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's like parents in the stands. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I forgot that Corey was in that game.
Yeah, I remembered that because he was dominating and he was.
Yeah. Yo, so real quick, is Kendrick Lamar dropping?
Oh, we'll find out at what, like 9? That's midnight on the East Coast, so it drops at 9 our time.
Why is there speculation about it?
All right, so he updated his Spotify little picture for the first time in a long time, apparently. Some songs leaked yesterday, like snippets, and they're bangers. They're bangers.
For real?
Okay.
Oh, I gotta hear that.
There's some snippets that were out on Twitter. Hey, there's some of them are fire. Man. And tomorrow's 9 years since Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh, and he got the Super Bowl thing coming up.
And they're doing a Super Bowl thing, so he dropping music sometime between then.
Right.
And he's going to go on tour now. They're very strategized. TD is always strategized.
So is that just the way to go now? Is to do like a secret surprise?
For certain, maybe. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean like the big people do that. Beyonce did it.
Drake did it that one time when he said, "If you're reading this, it's too late" with Future, or whatever it's called.
That's what he said.
What was the album?
Not.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
I don't know.
The one with Future.
No, that's a different one. I know what you're talking about, but
that was with Future.
That's what Diamond.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're reading this too late.
That was Future.
I mean, it must be working if people keep doing it.
That was definitely Future.
Nah, you're gonna get that one time.
I know. Okay, so who else did it?
Hold up.
Who else did that? The surprise album.
Well,
I
like,
think did
Drake or Kanye officially say like I'm dropping the album, or it was kind of speculation about that
yeah,
too? Right?
Kanye kind of dropped out because of his waiting, and he supposedly didn't drop it himself, but the company did it or something like that.
Do you think? Oh yeah, and then he got all upset or whatever.
Because people were hating on him. What a time to be alive! What a time. By the way, it's that Drake feature.
But what was if you're reading this? It's too late
to be alive. That was Drake solo. That was just like his
you're right. Best ones. My bad.
I'm not a big Drake fan.
Well, Greg's definitely not a big Drake fan.
Yeah, I'm not. He's a huge Drake
hater.
Do you think it's because we're all half white that both of us that we don't like him, and he's the one that made it?
I hold him to a higher standard.
He's the one that made
it. What do you mean, man? We're sitting here on a podcast. We made it. Look at us. We're on TV.
Hold on. Are you guys looking at him like he made it as a half white, half black man?
No, because
I look at Drake as somebody like, how would he have been in high school, right? And I kind of imagine how he would have been in high school.
Well, we saw it.
I wouldn't have kicked it with
it was Degrassi.
Yeah, Degrassi. And him, like hanging out at the NBA All-Star game. Just trying to high five the basketball players. Same thing in high school.
Oh, remember he was like airballing with Kentucky, and then he was like, "Well,
oh my god, yeah, same thing." I'm sure high school was the same.
Did the whole warm ups with Kentucky?
Yeah, that was really weird.
Just weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I support other mixed race people. Steph Curry, Mahomes. I mean, go down the list. Like Kyler Murray, right? Obama, yeah, whatever. All these guys. Drake, I'm sorry. Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. As I hold the
J. Cole mix.
What about black and Mexican?
J. Cole's mix.
Yeah, J. Cole. There you go.
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Oh, that works. I mean, that's so Oxnard.
I know. Right? Okay, so
it's like Mexican and something.
Right, that's true.
We're all honorary Mexican.
You know what's crazy is I said, I forgot who said it. It was. Someone was like, I'm black. I think it was on Drink Champ. Some girl came on and she was like, I'm Blaxican. And they're like, I've never heard that. And I'm like, I've heard that so many times.
It's because in New York, the Latinos and the Hispanics aren't.
No, yeah, true. Yeah, for sure.
Like it's a way different type of
100%.
Did you guys see what Sage Steele got in trouble for?
Oh yeah, her whack ass.
Nah, I didn't see that. What happened? What's she doing?
I'm not claiming her. You claim her?
No, I mean,
go ahead.
Not anymore.
I mean, I was over her after she had tweeted that she was about to be late when people were protesting against the Muslim ban at the airports, and she was tweeting about being late.
Okay, see, I didn't even know that she was like.
This is what I like about Corey. He's
this
on
thing
point
came out of nowhere.
Like
yeah, Corey knows his shit, obviously, but this thing came out of nowhere to me. So
what'd she say?
It's not the
first
time. She, I mean, she said a few things, but she was talking about. I mean, Corey, you might know better than I do.
It was she was on somebody's podcast. I think like one of the lifting podcast guys, and they were talking about filling out the what are those? Our census, and she was having some conversation, and she's like, "Oh, why? What are you gonna put?" She's like, "You can only pick one. You can't put black or white." And they're like, "Well, Obama put black." And she's like, "Oh," and she had to throw a sidebar, and they're like, "Oh, that's interesting, considering that he was raised by his white parents." And I was like, "Well." And his dad was nowhere to be found or some shit like that.
Yeah, I thought that was such a strange...
Wait, you don't think just because he was raised by his white grandma and mom
right.
that he walks outside and he could pretend to be white? Really? You think that? He does not have that luxury no matter who the fuck raised him. That shit pissed me off. I was like, you should know better.
Yeah.
You are mixed. Yeah. You know, no matter how white you want to be, Sage Steele, that you go outside and they're going to look at you differently.
And she I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt on knowing that what you just said. That was just like her saying, like, you can't. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that the fact that you say that, she has to know that. Like, she has to know that. Oh, yeah, so no I'm giving her a bit.
I think it's you know what I mean? There's like a true, honest, like, dynamic I think that everybody goes through at a certain age growing up, right?
100%.
Like, where do you fit in, quite thing. And I feel like maybe she's still dealing with that at this age still, especially being a woman and being in her industry and being dissected at all times. You know, that's my opinion. I feel like after a certain point, you get comfortable with who the hell you are, and whoever's with you is with you, whoever's not, whatever. I don't feel like she's comfortable with who she is yet, and I feel like that's why she has dynamics like that. Because you heard about the woman who from the Bachelorette, black woman, who her story about it during her podcast or whatever she was talking
Sage Steele commented on it, right? She said something about it.
She said so. She had told a story like she did her Bachelorette show. She chose a white guy, so she was out somewhere or some public thing, and Sage Steele saw her, ran up to her, like, "Oh, I'm so happy to meet you, and I'm so happy you didn't care about what other people thinking. You chose the white guy." And she was like, "The fuck? Like, this is the first time meeting me. And that's what you thought about to talk about in the first interaction. Like, that says a lot."
I feel that, and that goes back to me, like,
as if she had to choose a black guy because that's what America would expect and wanted. Like,
right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like,
you didn't choose the black guy. Like, what? Who says that in your first meet?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like some people just be spewing things out sometimes. Is what I meant. Like you really believe? Like, are you like that's really your stance?
Yeah.
Or you just kind of it's just like something that just came out at the time. Like sometimes I'm just like, wow, the Dave Chappelle thing. Like, whoa, that was racist. Like,
yeah. I feel like you start looking at people as patterns.
Yeah, 100%.
One thing you can forgive, but when things become a pattern, like John
exactly,
and they're like, "That's who you are."
That's why this Sage Steele thing to me was surprise. Like, it was a shocker. I didn't hear much of this stuff before. I didn't hear the I'm stuck in traffic thing or whatever. Like, I just heard this thing, and then it came out of left field, and I didn't. Doesn't make sense, but I mean that idea of if she's still struggling,
it's just weird, right? Because she is half, and you could tell she's.
Is she half black? I don't really know much about her.
Yeah, what is it? Is she half black, half white, or what? What's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
So
she's not happy. I tell you that.
There you go. She's half not happy. So my I wanted to.
Is that an Indian tribe? The happy?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll look it up later. But the Kendrick Lamar thing, I know that Wale is definitely dropping an album, and I kind of was thinking like you like Wale. I know that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like at one point he was on that level. Remember when it was like,
you're saying of Kendrick,
he was in that group of Cole, Kendrick, and Drake.
Well, he was in that group with Cudi, Drake. It was them three that came in, and J. Cole followed right up after that with Kendrick. They were like right after.
Yeah.
It was them three, because then you had the white boy I Love College was with that group.
I wouldn't put him on that level.
Asher
I wouldn't
Roth,
put him on that level.
And not on that level, but they came out at the same time. They're like in the same rookie class together.
The level where everyone's like, okay, Wale, Drake, Cole, Kendrick are like this caliber, and they came out around the same.
And Wale kind of
what happened with that? What do you like?
I think when he came out one way. Then he switched styles a little bit when he joined MMG. He came, you know what I mean? I think that kind of threw people off a little bit. Then, I don't know, maybe it was his personality. Like, he didn't make, there's certain moves that he didn't make, right? Like, J. Cole gets to make some crazy business moves. There's business moves that go along getting you there to that point. Kendrick had business moves that also got along with his music that got him to that point. Management, that type of stuff. I feel like he was tied down with management and lawyers and stuff like that. He used to tweet about that stuff all the time.
Who is Wale surrounded by? Who's he with? Like, who's this?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too, because every single one of them got the big artist cosign. So Cole got the Jay-Z cosign. Right? He was on the, what was it, Blueprint 3?
Yeah.
Star is Born. He was on that song, and then he started like dropping his stuff or whatever. It was around that whole time. And then Drake had
Young Money,
Lil Wayne cosign, right? And then Kendrick had
Cudi had Kanye.
Cudi had Kanye. I don't put him in that same category of like lyrical. This is the next Nas, Jay-Z, whatever. Cudi for sure, music wise, like he was like trendsetter wise, 100%.
Was Wale in that category?
That's what I'm saying. At one point, he was
like lyricists like that.
Oh, what? Yeah, a lot of people were like Wale, Drake, Kendrick.
In that tier 100%.
Yeah. At one point, people would say like, these are the 4, in my opinion. And then Wale had the Ross cosign, I guess you could say, right? Kendrick had the Dre cosign. I mean, maybe it was a Ross thing.
He had a minute.
Like, he wasn't big enough a star.
Well, he didn't get the Ross cosign. Well, he didn't even get the Ross cosign until after his first. He already dropped like that album with Beautiful Bliss and stuff. You know what I mean? So like, he didn't have the strong cosign to begin with when his first album dropped. He didn't get with MMG until the next album when he did Ambition and all that. And that shit was fire to me. I felt like he found his lane right there for like to be mainstream and stuff. I love Ambition. I still listen to it. Yeah.
That's all I can hear.
And then the next one after that, Gifted. The Gifted was fire too.
They had that one with, they had the Bad, right? Was that the one they had Bad with Rihanna? So,
and Tierra Thomas.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was fire too.
I'm just trying to figure out what went wrong with Wale, man. Because he's I'm gonna keep it real. He's the artist Greg likes. He envisions Drake to be like the better version of. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to say.
You're saying Wale would be the better version of Drake?
To you. Like you like that lane, and for whatever reason you hate Drake. But if Wale was in that position,
I've told you
it's also content too, right? Content.
Many reasons.
But that vulnerable, lyrical girl rap, sometime fabby, like lane.
Is it like that? I mean, obviously, I haven't listened to Wale as much as you, but it's not saying like that.
No. I'm saying like the
sensitive.
I'm saying like the singles for Wale have always been like female, like type songs.
Well, you got
Lotus Flower Bomb, Bad. What's the other one?
But those were right by each other.
No, there was like a couple others that we don't remember. He got the Chris Brown song right now.
Oh, you know. He had that one with Jeremiah. Chill.
No. Yeah. No.
Isn't that with Jeremiah? That Chill? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He has another one. I thought he had another one with Jeremiah.
That's more recent, too.
Yeah, he had another. I thought he had another one.
I don't know. I think he also had overall, he just had manager lawyer issues because he actually tweeted about them. Like they were like, they knew each other type thing. And there was all kinds of stuff like that. Like they were like shysting him, like pulling shit out of him. So I think he lost a lot of money. So I think that takes a lot out of him. And he had mental health issues. He talks about it a lot.
Really? He came out and said that?
He's always talking about depression. He does his little microdose on mushroom too now.
He said 2. So look,
I did say 2. Up. I've been doing this shit for a minute. I ain't new.
So look, he recently came out and said that, or he came out and said something like, "I'm going away" or something like that. Like I'm
yeah.
Like a little hiatus move.
Like you just gonna.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you might be right.
Was it to build up the anticipation for the album?
To be away from everyone?
I mean, actually, if the thing is to like go away and then surprise people with an album, maybe he just said
he's not.
Maybe he
Beyonce.
went away to work on the album, though. Maybe he got away to work on the album.
True.
Yeah.
You know, block out distractions.
It's really gonna suck if he's, this is like maybe come back, and he's like, I'm gonna release it tomorrow, and then Kendrick fucking burst through the wall,
and that's where I was. That's where I was kind of bridging the gap too. Like that would be rough. he got like a little cool.
It'd be a great day for music, though. Yeah. Overall, it'd be a great day for music. But damn, that'd be rough for.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
You to be able to shine like.
So
that.
My last point of this whole little music drop thing, and hopefully Kendrick does drop. We'll know. So listeners, check out that new Kendrick that just dropped, or racist whole segment,
or not,
or that new Wale.
Yeah. But
or that's not how you feel about that Wale, huh?
So, but nah, Kendrick has a chance, I think, if his album is fire, to like really kind of separate himself from Drake.
Separate is probably Oh
yeah.
God, what?
So would you guys feel? Did you listen to Donda? Did you listen to Certified Lover Boy?
I listened to him and I said,
I tried.
I felt like Drake's was like
it was Drake,
like just fitting.
It was
pattern,
a Drake album.
You know what I mean? Just like I know how to do. Let me just 100%. Go do this again. It'll be hits. I don't feel like he put that extra effort. Kanye's, you have extra effort, but you could tell his brain was everywhere when
he's talking about God and he had Griselda on there.
Just making it.
Like, what's going on?
I did hear a song off of it though. He had that song with the Weeknd.
It's my favorite song on there.
People, I don't like that song.
Wait, which one are you talking about? You said the Weeknd. You said Griselda. I'm saying the one with Griselda.
I'm talking. I'm talking about the Weeknd one. I thought the Weeknd
I don't like.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was alright. I mean,
that's considered the single, right?
I like the one.
Yeah,
it is.
I guess so. I mean,
that one and like Off the Grid, I think. Fujiano's kind of dope though. That intrigued me. I never really got into him, but he kills his verse.
A lack of effort, I don't think will ever be Kanye's issue. I think.
Lack of focus. Like this fool can't hit a deadline to save his life. Like, but that's the thing about Kanye. He'll make his own deadline and then miss it.
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah, we saw it with the presidency.
Jeez.
I'm running for president.
He's going through another one of his ramp ups right now from his bipolarness. For sure, wearing the mask, you could tell.
Yeah.
So just let him.
I don't even know what that is about.
True mental health issues. I think
no. I'm saying the little mask and like yay thing. I don't know what any. I didn't really catch that whole thing.
Yeah.
I think he's what they call it ramped up from like a bipolar episode. That's my guess. I'm guessing, obviously.
So if you think if Kendrick drops an album and it's a classic, you're saying that you think he separates from?
Oh, for sure.
I guess he hasn't separated from them already.
If he
completely, for me, he's already been separated. But
yeah,
I think
that's what I'm
completely
saying.
Does. I think it'd be him and J. Cole, and then
Drake. You think J. Cole's better? Oh, well, you're not a Drake fan.
J. Cole's consistent.
I got you.
But he's
more no. I'm saying,
point, you know, like you have J. Cole, and you're like, ooh, we're gonna hear some shit. You hear Drake, and like. Some of them are going to be good, but he's hopping at everybody's features, or but all these new artists, keeping his name relevant with the younger people. So he puts out a lot more stuff that's just not top quality for his capabilities. So I feel like when you drop out a lot of stuff like that for money, then you're losing. You're saturating your catalog a little bit, so therefore you're taking it down a little bit. That's just
if Kendrick drops I'm gonna call this right now. We're recording this on Thursday. We have no clue if Kendrick Lamar is even dropping an album. But if he drops another album as good as the last three, but he has new artists sprinkled in, he's out of here. He's the best artist of this generation.
You think he'll have new artists sprinkled in?
I don't think so. But if he did, like if he threw a Lil Baby, if he threw a younger artist,
I could see that
sprinkle in, doesn't have to be like all over his album, but if he did like a couple, Roddy Ricch, Lil Baby, maybe you know what I mean, maybe one or two others that's like popping in the South, in Atlanta, in that type of area, Moneybag Yo. Yeah, Memphis, get your cousin.
Memphis is huge right now. You're stupid.
If he did that, I think he's out of here. Like, obviously he's Kendrick Lamar, but I'm saying I think he really surpasses Drake because of the popularity. Because we already know Kendrick Lamar is like a prolific artist, but he's grabbing all these younger kids and stuff. I think he's out of there, but we'll see what he does.
I thought he did that with Damn. Like when I first heard Damn, I thought the sound of it. Yeah, the sound of it I wasn't expecting. It was way more modern than I thought it was going to sound. Yeah. But it was still the same content that was.
I think that's what he was trying to do. It's like, well, I'm gonna take your style and show you that.
Right, I'm gonna show you that I can take
like
your thing and do it
J.
better
Cole
than
did
you
it kind of with his KOD album too. Like, well, let me take your guy's style and just do it better than you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
if he does that again,
I don't think he need to. You guys gotta hear the snippets.
The
snippets, he just comes hard. It does have that little moderate flow where it's just like that run-on flow everybody does. But
you know what I could do without though is the guy yelling at the start of the songs though. I could do without that.
Which songs?
You're probably gonna get more of that.
Are you talking
on Damn? The guy.
You're talking about DJ Kid Capri?
Like on every.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because he's one of my favorite DJs, and he DJ'd the verses.
I'm not mad at it.
Would you like?
I'm not mad at it because did you listen to the Tyler the Creator album? Best album of the year, in my opinion.
I've never been a Tyler.
Wow, it's album of the year.
I heard it's dope.
Album of the year. So it has DJ Drama all over it, just like that. But it's fire. It has like a mixtape vibe. But it's the album.
It's not a Gangsta Girls.
You saying the same thing, like just yelling like that, like just yelling. DJ Drama.
He's yelling in it.
Okay.
So it can be good if it's done like as a homage to sort of that mixtape DJ era. And
okay. All right.
It is too.
So I think that's what Kendrick was kind of shooting for with the Kid Capri thing. Because why else would he have Kid Capri? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not like a real tie there. Yeah. It was more. I think it was. That's in my opinion. That's what it was with the Kendrick album. But I thought it was cool. I mean, it's not like he was bringing it back.
It didn't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I didn't have any issues with it.
But
so you want?
I don't think he's gonna have that. He's gonna go to a different direction. He wouldn't repeat it. You know, he wouldn't repeat that same thing on this next album because he cares about it. So his art. So I feel like it'll be different than the last one.
As long as he doesn't have Fat Man Scoop talking about all this excited, like yelling like crazy, then that's too much. Yeah.
Down.
So,
what if it's something like
good. He got a lot to talk about, all the content, huh?
Like like Drew, you're talking about if he brings in new artists, like younger people. That's kind of what is in your head or our head. We're thinking that he might do, but he's done like he did Pimp Butterfly before, like totally surprised everyone. Like went a completely different direction. You think that's possible?
I 100%. Someone who's taking
like he does country.
He just does like a full Spanish album. It's like, oh, okay, Kendrick, this is not what we expected. No, I think he'll definitely try a different lane for sure. Like that's inevitable, but I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. We'll see what happens. You were talking about the Kid Capri thing. Corey, have you seen any of the verses?
I haven't watched one since the Isley Brother one.
Okay.
Wow.
That was the last one I caught.
The Isley Brothers versus who? I forgot who it was.
Isley's versus
Steve Harvey was hosting.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think it was. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think.
Steve Harvey was hosting?
He hosted that one.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was Isley's and Earth, Wind, and Fire. It was crazy. It was good. But that was the last one I caught. I haven't watched any recently. It's who's up next? It's KRS and
so that one happened. It was KRS One and Big Daddy Kane. Yo, I caught a little bit of it, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes of it. Probably like 2-3 songs. Yo, it was a lot of old heads in the crowd.
Of course.
A lot of.
It was all skippy.
It was a lot of just a lot of a hippity hop.
55-year-olds.
Yeah, for sure. It was. Yo, I think they had the like creator of hip hop there like one time that came out. Something like that. Yo,
cool.
They had some old heads in there. I'm not gonna lie. But nah, because the Kid Capri, he was one of the DJs, and he had a dope little set, like, or whatever. But yeah, it didn't slap. It was a little.
I mean, I'm trying to.
It's a little old head for me.
I'm trying to imagine the Isley Brothers one slapping though.
They didn't have people in the crowd on that one though. This was like that was still like quarantine, right? That was like a couple months ago at least, right?
Oh, okay.
The Isley Brothers one.
Which, yeah. It was a couple months. That was during like one of those holidays or something like that, Easter or something.
Yeah.
Damn. So this one looked like bingo night.
It was
kind of. My older cousin was loving it.
Two-stepping, turning the lights all dim, LED lights going, probably. Yeah, no,
And where do they do that one? Like, if they don't, because I know that they were doing a bunch of them, like MSG. I know they're not doing that. They didn't do that.
Which one?
MSG, right?
Nah.
They had, this one. I don't know where it was. It was in New York for sure, because there's a lot of like, bopping around like.
It had to be New York. KRS One is so New York. It had to be New York.
For sure.
There's some old Tim from 1993.
Yeah.
Same pair.
A lot of new Yankee fitteds and stuff. 100%. It just was.
Yankee fitted.
It was. They weren't even like dad hats or snapbacks. Yeah,
no snapbacks.
It was all fitteds with the sweat inside and stuff. But I mean, it was a little bit out of. What would you like to see in a versus? Like, who would be like a dream versus?
I do want to see. I don't know if it's real. If it's happening. Is it Busta and Missy? I saw that floated. I think that'd be fun, but they have to play snippets of their music videos in the background.
Or they gotta wear the costumes that they were in.
Videos. Like imagine how dope that would be. Musically, it'd be fun. Their personalities would mesh great together on stage. I like that.
Energy's up,
and they could show the music videos. The energy is great, and then like if you talk about and show their music videos, like them and Luda were like top of the video scale back then. Like their videos are always fun.
Yeah, that is true. It seemed like they don't have a.
I think that would just be a fun one to watch
for sure. It seemed like they don't have a lot of West Coast artists. They had Snoop and DMX.
Would you want to see like Mobb Deep versus Dogg Pound? R.I.P. Prodigy.
Oh yeah, he's not even around, right?
What about like producers like Timbaland and?
Well, they did.
I don't know.
See, remember when do you guys remember their beef back in the day when everybody was going at Jermaine Dupri?
What happened?
You don't remember that? And then like they had that "Say What You Say" song with Eminem and Obi Trice and Dr. Dre.
What?
And you're talking about Jermaine Dupri.
I remember that song.
You got to jump to swing up to hit me in the
knees. Yeah, no,
right?
I remember that. What was it about?
He had said he was like the best producer or something like that.
Yeah, because there's some kind of beat.
Timbaland jumps at the very end of the song.
Yeah, because Jermaine Dupri had a bunch of hits.
Oh yeah,
right? Like
yeah. And then Dre was like, I didn't have to do it with the 10 and 11-year-olds because he had Could Jermaine Dupri had Criss Cross, Bow Wow. I think he had Usher when he was young.
The Brat.
Yeah.
But I think I would love.
All right, so let's get it then. Let's do that one.
I would like to see like a Timbaland versus one of them. Like you got Diddy.
Well, that's who they said.
I'm just thinking like the producers.
He called out Diddy. He called out Puff, and they had like a little back and forth. I don't know if you saw that.
Who called out?
He can't call. I could see Timbaland versus JD.
Timbaland went against Swiss. That's how it all started.
That's true. It's their thing.
Yeah, producers.
No. He should do like somebody from what's that Outkast crew that did all the producing and stuff for the Dungeon Family.
Who?
Because that's like a big Atlanta or something like that. Jermaine Dupri do like a big old.
I want to see T.I.
or something.
Yeah.
T.I. Luda would have been dope.
Have they done any like Southern ones?
Jeezy and Gucci.
Oh.
T-Pain, Lil Jon.
T-Pain,
Lil Jon was fire.
Damn. Wait, they actually did it?
That happened. That's when they were like.
I missed that.
That's when it was like at the very beginning. So they did it from their own studios and stuff. That was one of my favorites. I love that.
Oh, they did it from their own studio. I'm pretty sure I heard Lil Jon on a recent song.
It was the beginning when you're actually on FaceTime.
Yeah. Those were slapping. I liked those.
Those were fun because they were all drunk. Just like, dang, I forgot you produced that. Damn, the remix. It was good. That shit was one of my favorites.
Lil Jon was featured on a song recently. I can't remember what it was, but I haven't heard him on a song in, I don't know, years. And so when I listened to it, I was kind of curious. I wasn't sure what I was going to get from him. Like if he had
was it EDM song?
developed into a different musician. What was it? What
was it? An EDM song?
No, I don't think so. No, it seemed like it was kind of out of his lane, and so I thought it was going to be something a little more like I guess mature or something different than what he used to do in the past. Nope. He was just yelling. You
gotta stick to what you do. You know, you can't change it now. Teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. No, it'd be cool. I want to see like a group one, like Bone Thugs versus somebody. Like that'd be fun.
Bone Thugs versus.
Want to go against? It would have to be one of the groups.
Wu-Tang.
Like
there's
no other.
Right?
No.
Bone Thugs, Wu-Tang. That'd be fun.
Wu-Tang just do their own.
Outkast needs to be
Bone Thugs. Or I said duo. A duo versus duo would be dope.
Yeah, Outkast needs to be in one for sure. It's just tough to match. It's just tough to match up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you think it's gonna lose steam? You think
if
they
go international, no. Like there's so much like they haven't even touched Spanish yet. They haven't touched like other countries. I think they could keep going.
Yeah. I think they could keep going. I think
if they branch out to other stuff.
Yeah, they could just sell the idea to keep a percentage of it and like get it. Like just let them just go crazy with it.
And who
that's a good point. You do Latin
it?
music, right? That'd be crazy.
Did you say it was like Timbaland's or somebody like?
Yeah, Swiss and Timbo started it.
So
somebody bought it off Triller, right? Or did they just have a deal with Triller or something?
Triller. Yeah. Oh god,
I know, right? Yeah.
It was early. They jumped on it. Why not?
So
for some you decided to do.
You good, Greg? Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So I got one last thing, but I wanna bring it over to the Patreon. You guys had beef at one point.
Are you talking about?
Yo!
Oh shit! I can't drop names.
So we're
gonna that out.
You
gotta blurt that out.
All right, we may or may not blurt that out, but we're gonna bring it over to the Patreon and we're gonna talk about this little beef that Corey and Greg had.